what happened was that liking to take pictures, going back to, the earlier days of my youth and just liking to take pictures, loving the creative process of looking through the lens, and you know this, Robert, way better than I do, but just looking through the lens, it looks different here. Oh, it looks different here. It looks, and that's I love that creative process of finding the image that feels the nicest, that feels the most intimate. So I had with me, because I was going to India and I was going to travel around the world after India, was my thought. I had lots of Ektachrome film, and I had my Pentax camera with my 2 lenses. And as I sat with them, they would take pictures of each other. It was like a family outing for them. And the 4 of them, by the way, were really like brothers. They were so tight and so dear with each other. And you could see that the wives in various forms of relationship, but it was almost like they were an inner circle and the wives were, their partners, but not as intimate as they were with each other, at least from what I could see. And so they had highly expensive Nikons, of course. George had one, and Mal Evans had one, and Ringo had one. So I saw them taking pictures of each other as we're sitting around. And I asked each of them individually, because I wanted them to feel comfortable saying no. I said, hey, do you mind if I take pictures? Each of them said to me, go right ahead, take as many as you want. And because I wasn't thinking Beatles, I'll come back to that about what that means. But I only took 54 pictures with anyone famous in them. I only took out my camera twice. I just didn't think of it. People have said, did you realize it was a historic time? No, I'm just hanging out with these new friends. That's all that's going on. So I didn't take out my camera much, and I didn't take very many pictures. Just going back for a second. So after that inner voice screamed, eek, it's the Beatles. And before I have a chance to think, John then starts talking to me. But at some point, I hear my soul talk to me for the second time in my life. And it said these words, again, all calming and all loving, a wonderful connection that one can have with one's insides, with one's own soul. My soul said to me, hey, Paul, they're just ordinary people like you. Everyone farts and is afraid in the night. And from that moment, I spent a week with them, and I literally never thought the word Beatles, never thought of it. Just, these are my new friends. All 12 of those people were very dear with me.